I'm Ebong.
And I'm Kate.
And I'm Sonya.
Today we're dishing with you from Chef Tony's, which is located at 4926 St. Elmo's Avenue in Bethesda.
The heart of Bethesda.
We crossed the border.
When I first came to Chef Tony's, I guess I thought it was all Italian food, but he's actually...
It says seafood.
Like
seafood,
right on
I know.
right on the thing.
But you know what you can get? You can get, he will make amazing pasta, but he can also make you anything else. Because
Chef Tony, we'd like to have some of your amazing pasta.
I had some incredible fish. He's the seafood guru here in town, so I'm sure that's the best
crab cake.
best crab cake you've ever eaten.
And good hummus, which is always good in a pinch, and being healthy in the spring.
See, the hummus thing is only one part. The big part of hummus too is the bread. What you're
Really?
using. Yeah, the pita bread is huge.
Okay.
Well, this is like phenomenal. Look how thick that is and fluffy.
No, it is. It looks good.
Right here in
Wafting
Bethesda,
this
right
way.
in the heart of downtown. And our guest today is Christie Nightingale. She is a matchmaker. She has
I
her
love
own
having matchmakers
Don't
on.
we love having matchmakers
I do.
on? This is the month of love, February, Valentine's Day. Everyone's thinking
My
about
birthday.
love. Your birthday.
Yeah.
You're either
All together.
loving love or you're hating love right now, and Christie's going to tell us a little bit more about that. Now, when did you decide and how did you decide that you wanted to be a matchmaker as your life's calling?
Oh boy, how much time do we have? We have 8 minutes, so.
That's right, long story.
Okay, let me see if I can give you the New York 2-minute version. I'm from New York City, so I was.
Hard to find love.
I used to hold a lot of huge parties in New York, and I used to invite all my friends to the parties. I used to be in the modeling industry, so after college, I got into modeling. All of my college buddies went to work on Wall Street. All my girlfriends worked in the fashion industry, so I would rent out these places and invite all the models and all the bankers, and they loved the fact that the two
success, yeah.
exactly.
Love it.
So I would hold these parties, and a lot of my friends would hook up. I seem to have a really good memory, remembering the most minute details about people.
So you can come into a party and be like, oh, Kate, Ebong, you
Exactly.
both.
There's like
Draw
little
from
things I
something.
can always remember when
Ebong.
discussing with people, and so I have this sort of innate talent. Anyway, fast forward, when I was looking to retire from the modeling industry, I was approached by somebody about a matchmaking business, and was intrigued, and so I started to research the industry and discovered that in New York there weren't any matchmakers. There was one that dealt with one ethnicity group, but it was, other than that, it was like there weren't any. They were catering to upscale professionals.
There really aren't that many matchmakers, right?
It seems to be growing in popularity now.
And why would you say that? Why would you think that is? Because I would assume, and the reason would be that would be because people there used to be a negative connotation with matchmaking in terms of, in terms of people thinking they needed help.
Well, I started the business over 11 years ago, so there was quite a stigma about seeking out a professional to help you in this arena. But also through the past 10 years, the internet has come about, and everybody feels more comfortable going on random dates with people that they don't really know. And also,
No.
You don't believe that?
I don't know. Random dates with people that you don't really know.
That's called a blind date.
have you ever gone on an internet date?
No, not an internet date, but so many random dates, yes.
Okay, well,
And they never work out.
about 95% of the population that are single do go out on internet dates. At least they try it. And they may not do more than a couple of dates. Some become like, serial daters. But the thing is that with the, reality shows, The Bachelor, now there's a reality show about matchmaking. It's just brought the whole business more to, I guess, the day-to-day understanding of what is out there.
So I bet a lot of people that are watching that are interested in matchmakers are interested in it because is it because they're lazy and they're like, we don't want to get out there and meet people, or is it because you honestly are going to be able to find them someone that they couldn't find for themselves?
Well, it's a couple of reasons. A lot of people are time-strapped right now with their going out and meeting new people. So we always try to pitch the whole mission that we are search agents, or like a headhunter in this capacity. And so if you really want like a high-paying job, you're going to go to the top headhunters. If you're looking for somebody that's a successful individual like yourself, that's single and looking for a relationship, you're probably going to go to a high-end matchmaker.
And what's your success rate? And what does success mean? That people are happy together or people get married?
Well, to answer your first part of the question, 80% is our success rate.
Wow.
And that, yes, it's pretty high. But we're very selective about who we take on initially when we start a search. A success meaning that during the course of a membership, they get into a relationship. So each membership is a full year. We guarantee at least a dozen plus introductions throughout that time frame. And the fact that we are very particular about the matches that we put together, there's going to be a much higher level of compatibility.
Sure.
And of course, all the physical aspects as well.
Would you also consider, or would you also say to most people that you're not just a matchmaker, but you're also a life coach of sorts?
Oh, yes.
So, because in terms of people, when you go to, whether it's finance, whether it's anything else that you're looking for expertise, and you go to somebody for their help, you kind of shine a mirror in their face so that they can look at themselves and see what potentially they're doing wrong in meeting people.
Have you been doing this for yourself lately?
In an internal reflection, no. But as I age, you start to reflect more on who you are and understanding who you are, and that you can better meet people.
And what makes a good date?
Yeah, what makes a good date, and what are women, because I care, about what I do wrong? Like although I'm married, but what do women do wrong? Like when they go out and meet people, I would think that my problem would be that I would be like walls up, shields
or
up.
Maybe there's just a little bit too much of this.
Or too many cocktails. Yeah,
Or maybe not enough of that.
yeah, depending on how high your walls are, how high and secure your walls are, depends on how much you drink. So,
well, I mean, first of all, each of the dates we receive feedback, so we can hear about how the women are being perceived on the dates. And yes, there are a lot of times where women say, they bring up ex-boyfriends. They are negative on the dates. They tend to have this chip on their shoulder that the world owes them, and it might just be coming out in a few little statements that might be zingers.
Right.
They might spend 2 hours with somebody, but it could be one statement that they come out and say,
ruins everything.
men are just,
I've had horrible experiences. How was your day?
Right, and then the man's sitting there thinking, okay, there's obviously some issues.
And that's going to be
any sex.
Yeah, any sex, but
Yeah.
So, good date. So
This is the month of love, so what kind of, maybe they're not in a relationship, or maybe they're not quite ready for a matchmaker yet, but what advice would you give to singles, and then what advice would you give to couples to really make this month special, or to find a good Valentine's Day date? I don't know. Just what would you tell singles first?
Well, February is always a depressing month because of the weather, and it's dreary, it's cold, but it's a wonderful month to get together with friends and be able to be social. If you are single on Valentine's Day, I see nothing wrong in trying to pull together a bunch of friends and go out and have drinks and really enjoy yourselves, because something, Valentine's Day is about celebrating love, and it doesn't always have to be a significant other. It could be a family member, it could be your posse of girlfriends, and just cherishing the time that you share with one another. So that would be for singles. And as far as couples are concerned, I always try to come up with wonderful tips and things to do. One of the things that I find is a special gift is those digital photo frames.
Yeah.
I've found that a lot of couples the snapshots that they have collected throughout the year, maybe put them all together in a frame,
and then they can just cycle through on their desk.
Yes,
Remember me and that time we went there.
That's a nice.
I like that.
Sounds like a great idea. Well, if you're looking for love, you hadn't found it yet, or maybe you're still just continuing to look for love, sounds like Christie Nightingale can help you. She's with Premier Matchmaking, and she can find you love. That's right. Thanks for being with us this time on the District Dish.